Hi everybody, I'm JT. Welcome to another video from me here at Campervan Journey. And in this video, just want to give you a quick tour and walk around of one of the campsites we visited on our latest trip, which is camping Huttopia Lac de Sillé. So nestled in the forests of the Sarthe region of France and right next to the lake here at Sillé, or Sillé de Guillaume. This has been a really nice place to stay for the last couple of days. So we've only stayed here for a couple of nights, but I just wanted to give you a quick tour around the campsite, tell you a little bit more about it, show you the facilities, because it could quite easily be somewhere where you could come for a couple of weeks if you wanted to. So this has been our pitch number 18, the Comfort Plus pitch, which you can see is absolutely huge. Didn't choose specifically to have a Comfort Plus pitch, it was just what was available. But we have had the advantage of a nice view of the lake. There are electrical points around the site, but they tend to be few and far between, so you do need a long cable to connect to your van, and it may be that your electric cable goes across the road, so it's going to get driven over a few times. As with other Huttopia sites, there are some of these nice Canadian style trapper tents. They've got a nice view from their verandas of the lake. There's direct access to the lake from the campsite. There's 2 or 3 gates around the edge. And once you walk through, you're met with this wonderful view and lake on your doorstep. This is great if you're into paddleboarding or kayaking, or anything outdoors really. There's a really nice cycle track that goes all the way around the edge. On the far side you can just see the masts of some boats some dinghies that you can hire. Now whilst the lake isn't owned by Huttopia, it's part of the local community as it were. It's great obviously to have it on the doorstep here, and it does mean that you could spend probably 2 weeks here if you wanted to, just enjoying and using the facilities and the local area that the lake has got. In the forests all around us, because we're on the edge of one of France's national forests, there's lots of hiking trails and cycle tracks as well. So this is the cycle trail or walking path that goes all the way around the lake. It's around about 5 kilometres all the way around, so we cycled around several times yesterday. And this seems to be the paddleboard and kayak access point of choice. I've seen lots of people coming in and out from this mini bit of beach just here. You see it's perfect. If you fancy swimming in the lake, then it's probably best to swim in the dedicated area that's marked off over on the far side by the beach. It is up to about 3 metres deep. The site is quite a big site, covering a fairly large area amongst the woodland, which means it is quite busy. It doesn't feel overly congested, with fairly good space amongst pitches compared to some places we've been to, but as you can see there's no division between the pitches, so if you like a pitch with a bit of privacy, then you're not going to get that here. Now there are 2 toilet and sanitary blocks which look like they've been recently refurbished. Washing machine facilities, showers and toilets. Unisex layout. Usual Huttopia quality. Nice fixtures and fittings. Shower temperature's good. It is difficult for them to keep them clean, given the volume of traffic, number of people that are coming and going, and that the ground all around is quite muddy, so perhaps not the cleanest we've ever had, but understandable why. But the one thing that isn't, there doesn't seem to be enough showers for the size of site. So yesterday evening when we were showering, both Claire and I had to queue at separate times for the showers, so we don't generally have to do that, or we haven't had to do that on this holiday. And we came at slightly different times as well, so I think if there was one negative to mark down, then perhaps not as many showers as there could be for the number of campers that there are. Washing machines and tumble dryers, €5 a go. Don't think there's any need to use a tumble dryer this week because it's been so hot. I guess it's a shot like this that really gives away how many people are here, as you see all the cars parked up for the chalets, the little wooden cabin chalets and the trapper tents. Whereas all the camping visitors are spread out amongst the trees. You know, each one of these cars, you've probably got 3 or 4 people with each. So I imagine there's probably a good few hundred people staying here all at one time. But that said, you don't feel like you're on a busy site like you could do at some, unless you're waiting for the toilets, you're waiting for the showers, or you're trying to get into the pool, which I'll talk about in a second. These little cabins are something we haven't seen before. Quite cosy. I think this would be a lovely place to come and stay in the spring or autumn. Obviously when it's a bit cooler, something like those cabins would be really nice. We've stayed in something similar at places before, and it's a really nice start to the outdoor season. There's a selection of bikes available for hire, which we've taken advantage of on this trip. Normal bikes, electric bikes, little trailers as well for the youngsters. You can't pre-book them, you need to arrive at 8 o'clock and then hopefully there's one available. So the cost for hiring an electric bike is around about €50 a day, which I think is quite expensive. The cost of hiring a regular bike for the day was about €15, which I think is very good. Now, last night this outdoor area was absolutely heaving with people enjoying a band that were playing. We were very good. Claire and I popped up to see them. A little snack truck which you can get drinks, beers, wines, pre-order your bread and croissants, and there's pizzas available too. Now, the pool. This is one of the things that we really enjoy coming to Huttopia sites for, is just to have a nice pool, like the design of them, like the configuration, like the wooden flooring, like the location. Some of the pools we've been swimming with mountain views in the background. So it's a really nice thing, and that's part of what you're paying the extra premium for. However, this site, this pool isn't very big, and with the number of people here and the hot weather that we've had, it's been absolutely heaving. So if you're somebody who likes to try and swim a few lengths, actually do some swimming, then this is not going to be the pool for you. If you're happy just to have a splash around, and obviously for the kids having a splash around, then they will love it. There's a little training pool just off to the left, or a paddling pool, which is fenced off for safety so that they can't wander out into the deeper water. And then the main pool itself. The pool's open, I think, between 10 and 10. So if you were swimming early in the morning or late in the evening, then obviously it would be a bit quieter, but for the bulk of the day, it's been really, really busy. The main central office or reception where you check in, there's got a small shop with provisions that you can buy and lots of information about activities you can do. And obviously if you've got any questions or queries, this is where you'd come to ask the staff. There's always a central hub, a centre de vie as they like to call it, Huttopia sites, and this one's unusual in that it's like a marquee. Never seen that before, but we've still got in here some games that you can come and borrow. It's like a games library. You just come up, borrow them, take them away, bring them back at the end. Table football, a log burner, which would be lovely when it's cold. Some places to sit and eat. Which again, if the weather wasn't great, to be able to sit and relax, still have space somewhere to sit under cover would be really good. And then for more active relaxation, we've got the Pétanque court, some ping pong tables, and a climbing area. We've also got the free air to service to camping car, which is right by the entrance and exit, so makes it very easy just to drain your waste down, top up your water either as you're arriving or leaving. This is the access road to the campsite from the main road. It's about half a mile long. The campsite itself is about a mile from the nearest town. So we've really enjoyed a few days here. It's been very relaxing, and you do pay a premium for a Huttopia site, there's no question of that, but the depth of facilities and activities that are available, I think, makes it worthwhile. So if you found this video useful, got any value from it at all, please give us a thumbs up, please hit the subscribe button, and we look forward to seeing you on another video here on Campervan Journey very, very soon. Thanks for watching. If you hadn't heard already, you can now buy a Campervan Journey sticker. So if you fancy one of these, drop me an email at campervanjourney@gmail.com and I'll let you know how you can buy one. Looks pretty good on the van, I think.